Gallia Kills Everything is an important part of a daily breakfast. Welcome back to Gallia Kills Everything. We're going to check in with Sister Galena tonight over in Dakota City, where she'll be fighting two of the Furious Five, Dr. Light and Gizmo. Now, there's a couple of different problems right off the bat with this particular bounty, and we're going to unpack those right now. First off, as you can see, there's two of them there. You have to beat them both to get credit. And the second thing, you'll notice the timer up in the corner. You have to beat them before the time runs out to get the credit. So let's go ahead and unpack how that's going to happen. Dr. Light is mostly a slightly watered down version of the old Metropolis Battlezone bounty, which is good because that one back in its heyday was probably one of the strongest bounties in the game. And even now, it will give you a bit of a workout. It has been watered down quite a lot since being worked over by the complaint system. But yeah, so hand blaster, lots of beam attacks. He does have that floating black orb. That's a new one, and that one's actually really powerful. It's just a floating AoE torpedo that just slowly moves around, and if you come into contact with it, it hurts you really, really bad. Gizmo was actually a highly upgraded version of the last time we saw him as a bounty. He was a bounty over on Teen Titans Island back during the Teen Titans content, and then he had a handful of basic attacks and toys he could summon and stuff like that, but you could wax him in about 2.5 minutes. He's not the same guy anymore. He has gotten stronger. As you can see, he keeps summoning all of these things in the background. His primary fighting style is rifle, and we'll get into how that affects things, especially with the Dr. Light fighting style being hand blast here in a moment. But his ability attacks are pretty much 100% centered around his little dudes. He has that turret in the corner. There's the Tesla coil towers that he can summon that do continuous AoE damage in the area that they're in, protector drones that keep him and Dr. Light shielded, which you'll have to destroy in order to continue doing damage to them. He can summon all of these little automatons to come out and fight for him, and he shoots you nonstop. Now, the biggest problem with this fight is just that there's so much going on, and you have a very limited amount of time to deal with it. So I'm going to recommend the following pieces of advice. First off, counter game. Let's not focus too much on that here, simply from the standpoint that there's too much going on. If you can find an opening for it, you see somebody obviously blocking, you can throw it out there, or somebody's obviously doing a lunge, take advantage of the opportunity, but don't build your strategy around it because it's not going to be that productive. Now, the second thing I'm going to say is mitigation is key in here because there's so much taking place that you're not going to be able to focus on any given part of it at a time. The third, probably most important piece of advice, though, is pick one, kill him first. Stick to that target. That's going to be your guy. Now, I say that because it's going to be exponentially easier for you to deal with either of them once the other one is off the board. And you can pick what you don't want to deal with. Personally, I don't like Dr. Light's little projectile that follows me around. It does do a lot of damage. It's probably one of the most dangerous things on this battlefield, so I usually kill him first, but doesn't matter which one you pick, but pick one and turn him into a whole. Do it as fast as you can. That way you can concentrate on the other one. As you can see here, Gizmo by himself still has half the battlefield locked down with AoE damage things, multiple turrets, there's ads that he keeps summoning. There's a ton of stuff you're going to keep having to deal with no matter what happens. So pick it, grind it, go. Now there's a couple of feats associated with this. There's counter feats. I believe there is a combo feat for getting all of the members of the Furious Five, and then finally the 8-mark box combo that is on the plate. After you get it done, you get that 8 marks, you get that treasure chest, you go home. There we are. So, thank you for watching. Stay safe, like, subscribe, all that jive. Take care of yourselves, folks.